racing purposes, an introductory category to get people into running this game, since it is a long game when you do it glitchless. It came out August 27th, 1994. It's got rockin' jams. It's got awesome color palettes, great sprites. And yeah, a few things that people do on the menu here you'll see is that they'll do this to kind of scramble the RNG, kind of show people that they're not doing manip or anything like that. And then timer starts on yup as soon as you select. So 3, 2, 1, let's jam. So we've got our nice opening scene here again over the town of Onett, where Ness is just sleeping ever so peacefully. It is the year 1990X. Everything is so peaceful at night here in Ness's hometown. Then everything's gonna hit the fan. It's all gonna hit the fan. So straight out of the gate, I'm just holding left in this cutscene because I'm just gonna go straight left. We're gonna go left right out of A's room, or Ness's room, as it were. Big Bang wakes Ness up from his peaceful slumber, and we're on. First things first, we gotta get the cracked bat out of Tracy's room. Take a nice clear path. We're gonna equip the bat right away. Get out of our menu. And continue our trek through the house. Mom's in the way, so we're gonna take a little bit of a wider berth there. So a lot of things you'll see me do in this run is not only take very clean and clear, concise lines, unlike that one, is you'll see me hitting the edges of objects to try and get a little glide off of it. It may not look like it's faster, but it is actually a little tiny bit faster. So we try and hit as many things and try to limit our movement as much as possible. There are also two ways to mash text: L and A and select and B. Select and B is the faster one, but when you do L and A mashing, it selects yes if somebody prompts you with something. So sometimes we'll have to mash L and A, sometimes we'll have to mash select and B. Other times we'll have to mash a combination of the two. Like here's an L and A, so we can scoot off to bed. All right, we're off. I just hold straight left again. Straight through that door. Hope Tracy doesn't get in our way so we can get through that door nice and clean. Mom was nice as well, so we can just go straight to this door here. It's going to be myself, General Andrews, Hyrule Hero, and Lethargic Waldo. Super hype. I just want to, like, I'm so hyped for it, but I really want to, I need to get this submission done and submitted so I can not be stressed out about it anymore. Here we want to talk to Pokey right here so it saves him moving to us. You can go to the door, which is what I used to do, but it's slower by a lot. Usually get to that before 2 rings is up. Talk to Dado. We'll talk to Dad again a little bit later. So snake is good because the snake, we're gonna take a fight apparently from a snake. So you can run from it. It's easier just to auto fight it, unless he does that kind of stuff. It is really hard to die on the hill, but I have died on the hill before. So here there's another spawn spot for... Alright, a snake. A snake we can stutter by. Which is what I was trying to do with that other one. I just didn't get him into a good position that I wanted. So there's nothing here this time. Well, a crow just spawned. Well... I thought he was going to get hit. I thought he was going to get caught on the tree, but he obviously did not. Alright, we're not going to die. Alright, I'm just going to grab the bread roll now since we're over here. We would normally capture this on the way back, but since I'm here, it makes more sense to grab it now. So, dogs are not good. Dogs you want to despawn fully because you can't stutter step them. They run straight for you every time. You can try and stutter step them, but the dogs will just bark and laugh at you. Go over here, talk to Picky. And then we mash. Just more buzz talking, and then it's a nice clean path all the way back. There are no more spawns on the hill after you talk with Buzz here. Although there sometimes can be spawns that are still lingering around too, which is pretty funny when that happens. All right, down this way. Again, trying to glide off as many things as I can. Don't have to get the bread roll. All right, we're off. Onto the Starman fight. Now, a little thing about the Starman fight. He can do 3 things. He can guard... he can use fire, or he can use ice. We want him to either guard or use ice, because those are the quickest. Fire is slow because it will put a text box for everybody that it hits, whereas freeze only does 1. So here's an example of the fire. Everybody's shield has to make it disappear. A 114 from Buzz is pretty good. Buzz can hit anywhere from 30 to 150. 200 hits will take care of the Starman, though. So, Starman defeated. We had 2 good rolls from Buzz. Now it's on to talk to these kids' parents. Mustache Dad, here to save the day. He's gonna tell us how much he hates our family, which is so nice to tell the kid next door. I should put this in emote only though. I'll do that here in a second when I get a chance. So like the first the first three split, like Frankie Stein, Mark II, Titanic Ant, and Captain Strong, those are your quote-unquote gatekeeper skips. You can die to Frank a lot, you can die to Ant a lot, and you can die to the cops a lot. Even if you're doing burgers, so it's not like burgers is like doing the burger route is that much safer. You can still die, which is crazy. So now it's gonna turn daytime here. We're gonna cut behind that tree with a nice perfect line down there. Look at that. Look at Ness go. Alright, he ran away from us, which was good. The crows can do so many different things, and there's no real logic to it whatsoever. We're gonna talk to this guy. We're gonna get his nice shiny hat. Not because it's gonna look great on us, but it's also worth a whole bunch of change. Oop. Don't mind us getting this burger out of the trash can. And now we're gonna withdraw $40 here. Hopefully not overmash and lose the input part of the screen. Awesome. So we take 40, gives us just enough to buy the T-ball bat, the hat in here, the baseball cap, and then we want to buy the cheap bracelet as well. Get our defense up. So we're gonna go up above this line or straddle this line. We're gonna do a spawn skip here. Go to that patch of grass and then go to the right. There's gonna be no sharks over here whatsoever because we skipped their spawn plate. And I forgot to eat the bread roll here first, so this could be really bad. Or we're gonna life up instead. This is why I shouldn't have put it on auto. We would have survived too. So the reason we do these fights is that we want the hamburgers. We want the experience as well. The experience helps quite a bit. But like the most valuable thing is the hamburgers. Sometimes you can get a fry drop. Just a little harder. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna eat the bread roll now. Because this guy could kill us. If he doesn't hit us at all, we'll be good to go for Frank. Yeah, he could have killed us. Yep, he would have killed us. There's no question about that right now, is that that man would have killed us. So we're gonna eat the hamburger. So here's Frank. We want him to talk dirty to us. He can come out swinging, which is his weak attack. He can brandish a knife, which is his strong attack. And we don't want him to brandish very much. Or attack us very much at all. So missing is not great. I think it's one more. So that's just me knowing how much health Frank has, whether to attack or come back at it. Worked out for us there. So what we're going to do is we're going to bash, we're going to heal, then we're going to bash it out. So I could have saved that hamburger. Hi, Snug. So right now we're just gonna talk to Frank. He's gonna tell us where to go. We gotta go to the mayor to get a key so we can go to Giant Step to beat up the ant again. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna enter here though, and then go back out and get a full heal from Frank. And now we're gonna go to the mayor. This guy talks to us again. Just hit A. Get him not to talk to you again. We're done with them. We don't want to be a shark anymore. Here I just hold straight left. We go all the way through the building. And then right to glide off the couches. Awesome. And we talk to the mayor, mashing L and A. Tells us how great we are. How much he doesn't want to take responsibility for anything. You know, mayor things. All right. Burger shopping. So we're going to go here, withdraw all our money, so we don't have to come back here again. And then we need to buy like 2 more burgers than before, than the last run, which died. So we got to buy 2 more. We just want to fill our inventory with burgers. This is the burger route. They figured out a way to cut it out. But it's extremely risky. It's extremely reset heavy. And it makes everything extremely reliant on RNG. And it's not very marathon safe. Nor is it very run safe. It's a lot of time. So now we're going to go for what's called the slug grind. This is the only time I'm ever going to grind for experience in this run. But what we want is we want 4 packs of slugs. We need about 22 of them. We need to be level 8 before we hit Titanic Ant. So we have a very certain psi ability. So this is what we do. There are 2 spawn plates here, which we just redo over and over again to try and get as soon as I get like 16 slugs, that's when I start moving on. I have to despawn from the door. It was a bad cave anyway. Let's just try a different one. Usually if I don't get slugs right away, it's always a bad day. So I'm just stutter stepping away from these mouses. You can stutter step everything in this cave. I'm just not waiting for the right time to start walking again. Here we go. Alright. Not a single slug so far. Any slugs? Can I showcase it for the nice GDQ people? Here we go. Awesome, and there's 2 sets of slugs. So there's 8. Slugs have 30 health, so as long as we don't have low damage rolls, we should be able to take them out. 1 hit apiece. So that was 2. This is 4. Here's 6. And 7, apparently. Only 7. There was not 8. So we're only at 7. We need 22, so 15 more. So this is where a lot of the resets happen in the run as well. So yay for that. We got another double 4-pack. So here I'm just mashing select an aim. So that was 10 because we're level 7 now. So this will be 13, 14, and 15. So we need 7 more. Just had to miss, huh? Miss is completely out of your control, so it always sucks when that happens. It's just that, like, it's like when you really think about it, you're missing a slug with a bat. It's kind of sad. Oh, awesome. I despawned him and got slugs, so we just need a couple more slugs. This went from a terrible giant step to a really good one. So something else you can get from these slugs is a bomb, which a bomb it makes everything. It makes the Titanic ant fight so much faster. Having a bomb, but it's a 1 in 124 shot of getting a bomb, less than 1%. So it's to say it's rare is an understatement. All right, we out. I knew there was a mouse just waiting for me right up there. Nice quick despawn. I was facing the wrong way. I have a backup. You get a backup rock in one of these if you accidentally get in a fight before the butterfly. So we're good. This should give us 20 psychic points. Yep. Oh my goodness, I got just the one. Run, Ness! So I'll take the one too. So if you have strength of, I think it's 24, you can one-shot the Antoids. He's just gonna get in my way. Alright, and then it's on to Titanic Ant. So he can do a couple things here. He can do a strong attack. He can do a weak attack. He can take our side points away. He can defense us down. So the biting attack is his weak attack. I'm just going to do another one before he takes my psychic points, which is what hurt me last time. And now we bash him, and hopefully he doesn't kill us. So every time he attacks me here, I'm just gonna burger. Shield is what we do. Oh, I forgot, he can put his shield on there. So the shield protects him for 3 hits. So we can... A smash will get rid of the shield right away. Whereas a regular attack, it takes 3 hits. So I'm gonna burger again just for safety. Titanic Ant always looking good. But there's Titanic Ant. He's out. He's gone! And now we get to look at this foot. This is a good time for donations. Take a breath. Let things relax. And then what we're going to do is just straight walk up out of this. Everything's going to run away from us now, which is kind of nice. Things can still get in the way, but nothing is going to go out of its way to fight us now. It's like you beat up their boss, and now they don't know what to do. Oops. Then you can just hold straight right here. I'll get you all the way out. You just got to make sure not to block your way out with enemies. What a rebellious kid. All right, now we're on to the cops. Oh. I'm going to actually... How much money do I have? 41. I'm going to buy several more burgers for the cops, because I do not have enough burgers for cops. I'm not going to go get money and then buy burgers. I think we should be good. And then I take like a little diagonal berth down here. I try and glide off that tree. Then I can just go straight down here and then to the right. To the police station. Our last gatekeeper of the run. So the we have to fight 5 officers of the law and then Captain Strong himself. We only fight 4 because the last one chickens out after we beat the other one. But these guys can either do a weak attack or a strong attack, and that's the only 2 things that they can do. We want them to do the weak attack, which is that. Or miss. Missing is also really good. Me missing is not so good. They should take around 3 to 4 hits. If we get a smash here as well, boy, smash speeds up things a lot. So I'm actually going to heal. That was good. Sometimes the comp just doesn't want to listen to you, so you have to smash them. You gotta smash them into submission. Alright, 2 more cops. We're at 68 health. Yeah, we're gonna bash here first. Then I'm gonna heal with a burger. Gonna heal with another burger. Well, that was kind of rude of him. So here's our last cop. I'm going to actually life up here. For him to crushing chop twice in a row is really unlucky. I'm gonna burger. So that was really lucky. Alright, so we should be able to survive strong no matter what. That was a really bad cops fight. So this last one's gonna chicken out. And then we get to fight Strong himself. Strong can be either our best friend or our worst enemy. So we're gonna rocket him twice and hopefully the submission hold is not what we want. And that was a very low roll, so I'm gonna heal. And that's why cops are notorious. Because Strong can do that kind of stuff. Hi, Colt. I'm doing my commentaries. I'm showing the people at the fine people at GDQ. So, deaths happen. They're gonna happen. The biggest thing we can do with a death, though, is to take it in stride. The only problem about taking a death with this is that it's a lot of time loss. Just, like, unnecessary time loss. Because now we have this photo as well, which we cannot get around. So, everybody, fuzzy pickles. Get around those trees. We gotta go back and buy burgers. Because, unfortunately, when you do the cop fight, even if you get to Strong, even if you beat all the cops up and you go back to Strong, you still have to fight every single cop again. So we're gonna buy a bunch of burgers again. And apparently a can of fruit juice for good luck. I'm gonna go straight down. Hopefully not get hit by that butterfly. Alright, we're good. And we're gonna do Cops Fight round 2. So let's see on this second round of Cops if we cannot get smashed. If we can get some more smashes. Hey, and we got a hamburger. The Cops also have a 1 in 8, I think it is, drop rate to give you a hamburger as well. Oh, that hurt. This may kill us. We are very, very lucky. So you can take advantage of the scrolling health in situations like that, where you can get an action off while you're actually dead, but still live because you beat the enemy before you... It's really weird how it works. It just works, though. Dude, this cop. The crushing chops are killing me. Alright, now back to our final cop again. These cops are just not letting me have it today. So this isn't great. I don't have a whole lot of health going into strong. So here we go. Strong fight number 2. I am going to hamburger first. So we want this. Yeah, that's a lot better. This should kill. It's usually just 2 rockets. It's really simple. And it's not. I knew he had to have not very much health left, though. Usually 2 rockets will finish him off. But if you get really, really low rock and rolls, like, it's not going to work. And it's always upsetting when that happens, because then bad things can happen, like we saw before. So, now on to probably one of the... So, we're out of the hard part. The super duper hard part is what we're out of. Where everything can go wrong and will go wrong, that was the part that we just cut out of. So now we're making our way to Tucson. We gotta go visit Apple Kid. Apple Kid's got a great invention for us. I'm gonna grab this hamburger. So these mushrooms have a very, very small aggro radius. If I pay attention to them and they're in the right spot, though, I should not be able to aggro them. I don't think I can... Whew! Normally, you shouldn't do that. I definitely should have gotten a fight there, but we're good. We're good. I withdrew money out of the last town, but I think I still need some more money. Now we're gonna call our dad. We're gonna save because we're setting up for a save warp or a death warp here. All right. Apple Kid is this way. So I take a right down this road. Go here. You can go down this way, which is something I've just learned recently. I don't know if that's faster though. Seems like it. Now we're going to talk to Apple Kid. We're going to give him our can of fruit juice. Since it doesn't heal for a whole lot, this guy will eat cough syrup if you give it to him. And then we're going to give him some money. He's just a lowly streamer looking to help people out. And he does. Donate to streamers. Donate to this marathon. This has been a TED Talk with Flibbity Flam. So now we need to go look at this very specific pixel of this pencil here to trigger another thing of... Wow, that scared me. Trigger another thing of dialogue, and then to inevitably get us back to Apple Kid. Hi, Aries. So we can erase it out of our path. So these caves, I'm notorious for just not paying attention and walking straight into something. He may be too close. Yep. So they can be just too close to where you can't despawn them. So, yep, now we're good. And now we go here, avoid some spawn triggers, I guess not there. UFOs are quick, and they're super tough to run from. I think it's that patch of grass. Yeah. Hi, Jade. Run away. So this is Peaceful Rest Valley. It's the next split. It's where we're coming up to now. I'm going to beat you. I'm doing submission for the video, so if I'm not attentive, that is why. It's also why I'm on at freaking 10 o'clock at night. So now Apple Kid's going to call us here because we saw the top of the pencil. Nope. So we had to despawn everything there. All right. Okay, we're good. I'm going to ignore that butterfly because it flew to danger. And you should always ignore those butterflies. Then Apple Kid he's in the park now, which is right this way. So there's apparently a 5% spawn plate around here for a zombie or anything like that. It's really rare to see a zombie there, but it has happened and I've ran into them. A lot of other people have ran into them as well. It sucked because you don't expect them. So now that we got our fancy pencil eraser, we are going to head back, erase our pencil, and then do the most death-defying walk there is, which is Peaceful Rest Valley. Don't walk into mushrooms. The really bad thing I found out about mushrooms, and I found this out the other week too, I had no idea, that they have a chance of putting a spore on your head. And when they put that little fungi on your head, your controls are all messed up. Like everything reverses like every other minute or something like that. So, and I tried to do this walk once with a mushroom on my head. Boy, was that something. Let me tell you what not to do. So here we need one more butterfly. We're gonna go high here. We're gonna go high here again to miss another spawn plate. Oh no! Thank you. Hello. No. How are you, Mailbox? I'm getting a video ready for submissions. I appreciate the host in the raid. I thought I had my alerts off. Aranath, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in, everybody. Alright. So now we're going to grab this butterfly. Damn straight it is, Mailbox. No! Okay, we have a chance. I didn't get a red. Oh, we're so lucky. So for those guys, you can just you just gotta hope and pray and run. Hitting more spawn plates, trying to avoid them, because sometimes they can just sneak up on you. Because I still want this butterfly. How was your stream, Mailbox? How'd it go? Nope. So, enemies there. This is a really, really tough choke point. Because you can get it to where there's too many things. And you can't go far enough to despawn things. And you also spawn other things. I'm going to chance it. Whew. So, these snakes can run from you, but some of them can sometimes have the balls to get at you. They'll go for it. Good old cop RP. That's good, man. I'm glad you enjoy that. No. So now we're going to pick up the Sandlot Bat to increase our offense. And then we're going to get the Holmes Hat to increase our defense here for the next couple of fights. In here, cultists can spawn like that. You want to be very careful because if you get a cultist fight, you cannot run from it. 100% no run from that fight. They share the same data as a scripted fight. So it just puts all of those enemies, apparently, as a scripted fight that you cannot run away from. So it kind of sucks. So this is Paula. G, as we have named her ever so fondly. She's going to give us the Franklin badge. The Franklin badge is going to reflect lightning for us. It's going to be for a boss coming up here with Car Painter. Now we're going to be doing my least favorite fight, which is the shack fight. This fight can either go beautifully perfect or it can go straight into the toilet really, really quickly. It should be really, really simple with just 2 rockets. But when they call for help like that and they nail it, like, boy, does that suck. Hey, killed that other guy, though. I'm gonna just rock in again, just to be safe. See, I'll take pain attacks. That's fine. I'm fully healed. All right, and now we're on to Car Painter, who is in happy. He's the happy leader of that little lovable cult we see. I've never seen so many spawns here in this. And they can spawn on top of you as soon as you walk in. I had that happen to me twice, 3 times. 2 or 3 times in a row once when I was running this. When I first started running. She can get stuck there. There's really nothing you can do. You just gotta wait for her to walk out. So here you just remember, this guy, he walks out. You only have to do 1 fight here. This is a really good one. This one fell out of a lot of people's radars, Mailbox. This one was a really, really good game. It was, you're not your typical, your stereotypical RPG at the time. It did something way, way different. So with this guy, we want to bash and get like super high rolls. Like that was fantastic. If we can get another 47, he's dead. He's not dead. That's fine then. Okay. So that can go really bad because he can call for help. And if you didn't know about these cultists, when they can call for help up to, like, it goes A through H. And it can literally wrap around. It can wrap around again if it wants to. So what we want in an ideal world, Car Painter would use his crashing boom bang attack, get reflected twice and die. But that's in an ideal world. So now we basically just have to bash him. That's really bad. That's what I was trying to survive. Smash is good. Oh, now it hits. See, that's what we really wanted. Because it does a ton of damage. We want him to reflect. Car Painter does the same thing every single time. He's one of the few bosses without any RNG. He does the same thing every single time. He will do the crashing boom boom. He will either try a life up or a shield. And then he'll painting attack you. And then he'll do the same thing over again. Crashing boom boom, life up, shield. Don't want you, butterfly. Now, after we've beaten Car Painter, though, there's no worries about this cavern whatsoever. They all stop despawning in there after you beat Car Painter. There's no more cultists. Then I do this all at once. Some people choose to dump their stuff in the town just because it's a little quicker. I just dump it all at once. But we're going to be doing a death warp here. So I want to get rid of my defensive items. Plus, I'm not going to need them anyway. And we're going to drop the teddy bear. I said drop. Thank you. So once we drop our teddy, there's a photo trigger now there at the bottom of the cabin, which I have found. So we want to take a nice quick left out of there. Then we're going to go to these moles. Yeah, we're going to go to the mole in this little hill down here. And we're going to use the ATM card with Ness, and then we're going to bash with Paula. There we go. That's exactly what we want to see right off the bat. That was upsetting because that was the strong attack. Can you hit me, please? There we go. Oh, that's all he had to do, was just hit us twice, just like that. And we mash L and A to hit yes. Screen fades to white, we split. I had enough money there right off the bat to where I didn't really need to do that. You can also skip out going to the hospital here by getting the cup of life noodles in the other place as well, which I've just found out. So we go to the hospital, get Paula, our G, back. So we're going to grab this backstage pass for later. Then I think yeah, we're going to go this way. Then we're going to cut through this tree right here to get here. They move out of the way. Would have been a straight shot. Instead, I'm shuffled in by the kids when we got to talk to Paula's dad. All right. So they're having nice, beautiful, tender moments as I overmash again. We're gonna take the bottom berth on this room here. All right, now we gotta go to Everdread. So Everdread is, you can run into Everdread before this, and you trigger actually like a really, really hard boss fight if you do it too early. Otherwise, he just gives you money. So that's why I try not to go too far to the left to talk to Apple Kid down in the bottom left. Otherwise, you can trigger this fight, and it's over. Now we're going to go watch the Runaway 5 show. First, we're going to avoid a photo trigger, though. There's a photo trigger right in front of it. I thought I hit it. So I go to the right side of the building and then just walk. Now we're going to talk to this girl down here because she's so excited to see the Runaway 5 that she's got to come in here and pose as our sister to get backstage. She's got to go talk to him. Then we go out here and we start the show. This is a great time for donations. Congregating with chat. High-fiving yourself for doing such a good job. Also, you may ask yourself, Runaway 5, but there's 6 of them up there. The keyboardist is not in the band. Yeah, this is like an ode to the Blues Brothers, that whole era, that whole genre. But the reason we're doing this is because we gotta set these guys free so they can take us to the next town in their bus. So, show's over. Apparently people were hiding outside and missed the show. We're going to ask her to get out of our way. And then we got to go around to this side of him. Show him the wad of bills. And we have set the Runaway 5 free. They're free. Free at last. Free at last. So they're going to take us on their bus to the next place. After we avoid this next photo trigger here by just holding right. Boop. No photo. And this is another good little input break. Time to reflect. Hopefully not hit that dog. Time to just reflect on your life and why you don't have a bus or a band called the Runaway 5. Or even the Runaway 4. Why not the Runaway 6? Why didn't that keyboardist want to be in the band? We'll never know. Oops. So here we are in Threed. If you didn't notice the name of the towns yet, it's okay. So there's Onet, 1, Tucson, 2, and then Threed. We're in Threed now. So this is the graveyard. The graveyard is notorious for just straight up sucking. Lots of things can spawn in here. Everything is very, 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 very fast. And yeah, it's really also extremely hard to see things if you run into them or not. Like that. So that was good. That was took us one shot to despawn it. So I kind of hide behind these graveyards. All right. So now we're going to our lovely, lovely blonde lady here. She's going to take us to our room. She's not going to hurt us at all. Not even a little bit. Oh no! It was an ambush. So now we are wrapping up the run. Last 2 splits. Winters. Winters. What is there to say about Winters? It is difficult. You start off, you're only Jeff, which is our friend D here, which we're calling for help for. We've got to go through the orphanage that they are at. We've got to traverse 2 extremely dangerous caves. An extremely dangerous overworld. All while we have this small, bubble-chewing, erratic monkey following us around. Feels good, man. Feels good. So here's our buddy. I forget his name. He's the real homie though, Tony, yeah. You ever have a friend named Tony? Tony's always the G. So he's gonna give us a key that's not gonna work. Big surprise. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use it on the first thing right here. It doesn't fit into the hole. Boo-hoo. We'll take it back to him. He's gonna invent something straight off the bat, off the cuff, like you've never seen it before. The bad key machine. It's cute. It's adorable. Alright, get the Holmes hat, and we're also gonna get the pop gun. Then our buddy Tony here is gonna let us climb him like a step, and we're gonna be out. We left. We made it. We are into the real world. This is how high schoolers are born. All right, and now we have a monkey. So we pay $1 for this monkey. Cheapest monkey in existence, and we're all gonna find out why here real soon. Bubble Monkey likes to move around however Bubble Monkey pleases. There's a little way to kind of manipulate his steps, but for the most part, Bubble Monkey kind of does what Bubble Monkey wants to do. So I'm actually gonna take this dog fight because there's a ram to the left. Bread roll is good though. Take that early level up. Then we're gonna go high here. Again, gliding off of as many things as we can. Then straight right. Then it's just a little bit down and we made it through. Now I want to go to the far left. Tent. He's gonna cook us some stew. Now I'm gonna hold right. I guess I needed to hold right and up. So there's a photo here again in front of that tent. I go behind the tent to avoid it. You can go in front of the tent if you feel like super gusto about it. You can go in front of the tent. I just take the back path. So this is where the chat starts spamming MS Paint Beasts. Because this is Tessie. Tessie has no frames of animation. None. Not one. She is static and gorgeous forever. Another good place for donations, etc., etc. All right, we hold down left here to skip a spawn trigger for a ram spawn. which is what we don't want. So you can skip this guy, but it's tough. So this can go really, really well or really, really awful. Protoplasms can also call for kelp, just like that, but thankfully nobody came because it's dead this turn anyway. So, and it can just get out of hand. There's a lot of enemies like that that can call for help. So now we're gonna try duck skip. We're gonna try and get this duck to come over here. That's as far as it's going down, huh? I tried to get the green swirl. I was about to say, I was like, I don't have any healing. So you can skip the duck as well. I did not get duck skip. Or you can green swirl them as well. Ugh, I was just too late for that one too. That one has a pretty good setup for it. I was a little too far to the left. So ideally, you want to skip all of these, but if you can get it so no protoplasms call for help, or everything hits, nobody misses, like, it can go just as fast. Now, we're going on to Pond Cave. Good old Pond Cave. We want to despawn everything in here. We don't want to fight nothing. So, that was good. Quick, easy despawn. So, and for, I don't think I've talked about this yet. Vertical, like horizontal despawns, I think you need about a half a screen away. Yeah. And then vertical is something different. I'm going to use that present as cover. Alright, we stutter stepped our way into the next area. Feels good. I usually never feel confident enough to do that. So I was waiting for it to be empty. I'm not very confident in my stutter step yet. Especially if I go out to stutter step and then like a whole bunch of other enemies are there. Like that. Those you can't stutter step. I don't know why I was trying to. He is just in our way. He is also just in our way. See, you can get pincered pretty easily. Nope. This last room you pretty much want empty. I think mostly shrooms spawn in this one. And they're not too terribly hard to despawn. It's just trying to despawn them, not getting them to respawn again is the troubling part. Alright, monkey. So he's gonna grab our rope. This is basically the end of Winters, though. We have one more little short walk. I think we can make it. Okay. Like I said, they have an extremely short radius. This rock right here. You can outrun the cavemen. So the cavemen should never be super spoopy, because you can always outrun them. Slide off that table. We're going to say yes to the donut, and then the rest doesn't really matter. Oh, we should have said no to the donut. Oh, well. Then we're going to get his Skyrunner. That's my fault. Susie, tell us, let's get together in another 10 years or so, and that's about it. And there's my split. And this is another long cutscene, kind of get up, stretch around, contemplate those life decisions. Wonder why Earthbound? Why does anybody speedrun anything? Hang out, be a spaceman for a while. But we've got one major boss fight left, which is the Boogie Tent. The whole reason this category is named is for this tent here. It can go just like any boss, like I've said in this run. It can go extremely well. Or it can tank so hard that I don't even, what tanks really hard? The Titanic? It'll tank harder than the Titanic. So this is gonna go around the town a couple times. You go bing! Searching for friends. For me, mine never bang. So we're gonna get in the graveyard here. And then it's just a short little walk, and hopefully no enemies spawns for... Or by the Boogie Tent, I should say. Hopefully no any spawns there. It's a nice clean walk. I am going to grab the teddy bear. Just for a safety thing, because this run has not gone great. So here's Jeff. This is Jeff. Jeff meeting Ness and Paula for the first time. And he's got that handy dandy broken key machine, which will unlock our door for us. How convenient. So we can come up here. I think we're close enough. Yep. We didn't get the text box. And now we finish this run. We hope there's nothing in the graveyard. Awesome. Thanks, graveyard. Grab the teddy. So the teddy bear is basically just like an extra 100 health that you get to lug around with you. It's more like enemies are more prone to hit the teddy bear instead of yourself, for example. So that's why we kind of want Boogie to attack the teddy bear and not us. But we also kind of want Paula to die. Because Paula takes up a lot of text when she levels up. Because she's only at level 1 right now. Since we're going teddy bear strats, we can do this. Good. Yep. Perfect fight. It's what you want to see. And now it's mashing. Now it's a lot of mashing. It's mashing. It's a minute of mashing. Is what this turns into. Because G's got to level up a lot. G was small, but a wee little gal. Now all grown up to level 11. I think that's what she is by the end of it. All right, we're already on deep. Mash, mash, mash. Not over quite yet. Boogie disappears. Zombies appear with trash can. Go inspect trash can. As soon as you get the fly honey, it's run over. And congratulations, you have completed a Boogie percent race. That is when it ends. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. This was a lot of fun. I hope it's not this atrocious when it gets to the actual runtime, but as you can see, even with a terrible, horrible, awful run of dying twice to cops and dying once in the Peaceful Rest Valley, we can still finish under estimate. Feels good. So I will be honored to be a part of your event. Thank you, GDQ. End video. All right.